What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? This y'all boy Battle Rap Chuck 92. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Good morning, y'all. It's finally Friday. So, I finally got a chance to rewatch the Danny Myers and Av. First off, I'm ticked off because I actually had a video about them and I actually thought that I end up, sending it through, but to find out I end up deleting it on accident. So that's my fault. I'm real ticked off about that because I was really, talking about like what should be Danny next move and what's Av next move, but it's cool. Y'all about to get it right now. But first, I definitely want to recap this battle. Now, when this battle first started, man, I could just tell that both of these cats was ready. Danny, he comes out wigging. He comes out wigging in the first round, right? Now, one thing that Danny shouldn't have done, and I know a couple of Danny fans not gonna want to hear this, but I'm a Danny fan myself. Like, I've always been a Danny fan, even when y'all wasn't even messing with Danny. I know Angry Fan was one of the guys that was actually like promoting Danny like crazy. But Danny did very well in the first round, but that little slip up he did, it just don't make it look good. Like, I know people will want to debate it as far as like like a choke or whatever, or oh no, it was a choke, oh no, it was a stumble. Like, I know people are going to do that. I understand, but that kind of hurting, like that kind of toned it down just a little bit. Okay, it just toned it down just a little bit for Danny. But Danny came out swinging on Av, because if Av didn't come with it, Danny was going to end up taking that first round still. You know what I mean? So Av goes in the first round. Av gave me that feeling of the Rumney versus Av feeling, the Av versus Chess feeling, the Av versus Blue Easy feeling, the Av versus Mike P feeling. It was dope. It was dope, man. Av came out swinging. Yes, he did. And it had, like, Av had to remind me of how good he is on a big stage. Av remind me how good he is on a big stage. Like, for real. Like, of course, like, his B-Dot performance went good, so Av knew he had to come with it. Av came out swinging in the first round. To me, he ended up taking that first round over Danny. Because, like I said, I kind of feel like if Danny didn't do, like, that little slip-up, it might have been debatable, but I still would have edged it to Av, though. Av did phenomenal in the first round. He took care of Danny in that first round. I'm not going to lie to you. Av got the first round. Second round comes. See, me looking at the face-off, also me knowing both battlers, I never looked at a Danny Myers as of like he just does nothing but punch. I never looked at him like that. I seen him do different things. I seen him do different things with Swave Sev. I seen him do different things with K-Shine. Like, I seen Danny Myers do witty things. Danny Myers is underrated as far as his wittiness. And he definitely showed that in the second round. Like, it wasn't even like he definitely showed that in the second round. I was watching this with, with two of the homies, right? And I told both of them, I said, Av is the type of guy where he's dope, but he's going to give you that same 1-2 punchline. But one thing that's good about Av, he could attack you. He could talk about your character and go at you, and at the same time he punching. Big K is actually kind of good at that too. Even though people don't really want to give Big K his credit like that, but Big K kind of do that too. But I told my homies though, I said, if if Av doesn't do anything different, he's going to mess around and lose this round against Danny. Well, not lose this round. He gonna mess around and lose the second round against the second and third round against Danny, because Danny is showing him the whole package. Danny came out swinging with rebuttals. He was freestyling. He was low-key breaking down Av. He was punching. Danny was doing everything in that second round, right? So then when Av goes up in the second round, it goes back to what I was saying. It goes back to what I always thought about Av. I'm like, Av, he's going to use kind of like the same type punch. 1-2 punchline, 1-2 punchline. Just the same type flow. And sometimes it puts me up in a situation like, well, do I take points away? Or do I not take points away knowing that it's Av that's doing this? That's how I was looking at it. That's how I was looking at it the whole time. But when Av did what he did in the second round, I'm like, oh no, Danny got this second round clear. I'm like, it's damn near 1-1, bro. I'm like, Danny Myers got this second round clear, bro. He got it clearly. So we go to the third. Danny Myers, it was very, very dope when he was saying this is not Av. Av is, like when we, hustling on the block and, we doing our thing and we got to feed our kids. I like the way Danny was talking about that. Danny was fired when he was doing that. And I like the fact that he followed his trend when he addressed drugs with the who am I? Who am I? So, Danny Myers looked at that and did that. But the only thing I didn't like what Danny did, bro, is when he kept doing it. When he kept doing it, I'm like, okay. I'm like, this might hurt a little bit. And to remind you, Danny Myers kind of slipped up probably, I think, like 1 to 2 more times, going like up in his second, going to his, up in like his second round too. But it wasn't nowhere near as bad as the first one. You know what I mean? So it looked like Danny Myers was kind of tired and he wanted to just get this battle out of the way. That's what it seemed like to me. So Av, to me, he stayed on that point too long. But then I told the homies, man, I'm just like, hey, I said Danny Myers could probably still win this round, because if I get the same Av that I got up in the first and second round, I'm like, I'm going to mess around and give this third round to Danny. Right? Av, this is the tricky part, because Av addressed Danny Myers differently. He did something different. It kind of reminded me the way Av was attacking Arsenal. Av against Arsenal is low key, like, it's underrated, because of course people probably looked at Arsenal as if like he wasn't prepared, but that's not no excuse. That's another good Av too, and it kind of reminded me of that. But even though Av did something different, some of the angles that Av was using against Danny, I wouldn't really like. Some of it was cool, some of it wasn't. That's how I felt about that. Some of it was cool, some of it wasn't. That's how I felt about like the Av, like doing other things other than punching. But the other thing is that Av, he's still going to give you that same flow, right? And to me, I just feel like with Av, if it was like a patch stay or like a Averb or a Surf, maybe a Lux or a JC, they would have clearly, even though Danny Myers was dope to the point where he probably did that Av thing too long, the battle rappers that I named, even like a Calico, they would have cleaned that up. They would have cleaned that up to the point where they would end up getting the third round. But to me, the fact that it's Av is the way, like, Av knew he had to probably do something else to the point where it was probably kind of forced the way he attacked Danny. But don't get me wrong, he do get some of the points. But to me, I would prefer Danny Myers third round. Even though Danny Myers was standing on the Av thing too long, I might have to go with Danny third round though, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. I might have to go with this third round better. But to be real with you, I feel like Danny Myers walked away from this battle with people probably saying it's a very, very, like, debatable battle, or they would edge Av. So that's just how I feel. Like, I have Danny winning, but I definitely feel like probably most people, they're gonna have Av probably edging this battle. And we all know how Danny Myers is, right? As far as, like, when he battles, right? We all know how he is, right? We all know, we all know Danny Myers is a robot, man. Danny Myers is damn near an alien, bro. Like, he gonna battle, until the wheels fall off, bro. That's just how Danny get down, bro. Danny is gonna battle, until the wheels fall down. Danny Myers, he the type where ever since he was like 20, he gets up and he run every morning, and he ain't missed one time. He like dang near like 30 something now. He ain't missed one time getting up every morning to go running. And you telling yourself, like, dang, should you get you some rest? Instead of just getting up running every morning. Danny Myers like, nah, it's a good thing. Just like battling. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to stay sharp, So, like, that's how I, like, look at this whole thing, man. Like, with, like, this Danny Myers thing, bro. Like, I really, really felt like Danny Myers was, like, I honestly feel like Danny Myers wasn't even all the way locked in. I don't think so. Because you went against the little, you went against the little boy, you went against this dude named Kaboom. You went, you about to go against that female Prestavia. So, so it's just like, you've been battling like crazy, bro. So it's just like, I know Danny Myers is going to say, oh, he wasn't, like, that's not what it was or whatever. But Danny Myers, man, you be battling a lot, bro. But hey, salute to you, because everybody been, telling this, been saying this about Danny Myers for years, bro. But he, Danny Myers going to do Danny Myers. But don't get it messed up, because I got you slightly edging this battle 2-1. But I wouldn't be mad if nobody says Av got this battle. Av showed up very well, to the point where Av should start calling out people. I would like to see an Av versus Averb. That'd be dope. Hollow, his performance against DNA was terrible, but I would like to see Hollow against Av, because the fact that Hollow know Av is like a puncher. I feel like Hollow would know his back is against the wall with Av. Sometimes I feel like when somebody is going against DNA, it's just kind of like whatever. That's just how I feel sometimes. So I feel like Hollow will come with it with Av. So yeah, Av, that's why I would want to see you go against, man. I would want to see you go against Verb or Hollow. Danny Myers, it was very, very genius and smart for you and Lux to be face to face on that 15 minutes of fame video. That was a very, very smart. And to me, it seemed like Lux is way more excited to battle Danny Myers than to battle DNA. It don't even seem like Lux even want to battle DNA, bro. Which is sad to say, but I'm just being real. It just seemed like he don't even want to battle DNA, bro. It seemed like Lux is more excited to battle Danny Myers. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. So, yeah, man. But, like, this looked good on both, man. And if Av would have, like, really, like, clearly, like, lost this battle, man, Av stock would have been down. But Av really, really showed people how good he is on that big stage, man. For real. So shouts out to Danny Myers. Shouts out to Av. I definitely have Danny Myers winning this battle. But like I said, I'm not mad at all, because at the end of this day, this battle could be debated. It could be debated to the point where you guys can give it to Av, for real. And I wouldn't even argue with y'all. But this y'all boy, Battle Rap Chuck 92. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. All right, go.